Do you assume that in places like New York and Boston, and maybe other places too along the coast, that they are going to pay billions of dollars to construct like seawall? Because it's hard to imagine, like, let's relocate New York City. I mean, it's just hard to imagine that's going to happen. Do you imagine that these places are rich enough that they're going to funnel huge amounts of money? And I think these projects are just incredibly expensive to do something like build a wall to keep the ocean out?
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
They will.
I
Okay.
think that is the future for wealthy major metro areas, not just in the United States, but around the world. And you have
Okay.
cities like, like Shanghai,
Yeah.
also incredibly vulnerable to rising seas. And there is too much economically, as well as, from a national security standpoint, to surrender those places. And so I do think, when the kind of moment of truth comes for policymakers and planners, they will invest whatever is necessary to protect those places. The flip side of that is that some places will not be protectable, right? And so if you don't have the enormous wealth of a Boston or a New York City, if you're a small community or medium-sized community and you also need a seawall along, say, the coast of Georgia, you're not going to get it. And
Okay.
so over time, those communities that are experiencing sea level rise in those places will literally be underwater, and over time they will empty out or they will retreat and people will leave. And so that's kind of the crux of the most difficult part of the climate migration conversation in the United States, is that some places will be saved and some places won't be.